Welcome to another edition of No Veteran Left Behind USA's Warrior Wisdom and Wellness. Now here's your host, Dianne Young.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Warrior Wisdom and Wellness. I'm your host, Dianne Young, and today I'm excited to be able to talk about EQ Leadership Toastmasters Club. Many of you know Toastmasters as working on communication and leadership skills. Well, this club focuses on emotional intelligence, and I'm really excited to be able to introduce our original sponsor, Patricia Clason. I'd like to let her explain why she chose to sponsor this particular club. Welcome.
Thanks, Diane. There are multiple reasons why I chose to sponsor the Toastmasters Club. One of them is that very, very early in my career, I spent a couple years in Toastmasters. And it was really helpful to me in terms of building my speaking skills, of getting critique from others in a safe and respectful way, which sometimes can be difficult to get, and to meet other people who were aspiring to be professional speakers or just simply wanted to be able to be better communicators in life in general. It wasn't necessarily that they wanted to be a professional speaker or even that they had a specific use for it in their work. They just wanted to have more confidence in talking to other people and being with other people. And the Center for Creative Learning has this beautiful space where we offer different workshops, the retreats that you've heard me talk about, and if you haven't, go back and listen to some of the other podcasts, Healing Warrior Hearts and Taking It Lightly and Renewal and the Successful Living Basic Training. And so we had this beautiful space where we could invite people to come and hang out for an hour or two, depending on the evening, and do the work of Toastmasters to develop their skills. And so I knew it would be a gift to the community to be able to have the club. And so I said, when Diane asked me about it, I said, of course, I'd be happy to do that and help support the group in its expansion and its growth. And it's been a couple of years now. I mean, it was pre-pandemic, right?
Yes.
That we started.
Yes.
And we made it through the pandemic by doing some Zoom meetings. And it helps people so much. I mean, anybody can really benefit from a 6-month membership in Toastmasters. And most of the people that I met when I was in Toastmasters hung out a lot longer than 6 months, many of them for multiple years.
Definitely. We just had an event where there were people that had been there for 46 years or 50 years, and that's just here in Wisconsin.
And that makes sense to me because it's community. And it's an organization that you could find anywhere. If you move from one city to another, you can find a Toastmasters club in just about every place in the United States, I think. And it just, you meet people who are healthy, looking for improving themselves, looking for a better life, wanting to be kind, caring, and compassionate to each other. And so it's a great way to bring people together and learn and grow.
Thank you. I'm glad you agreed. And so now we're able to meet by Zoom, or we call it a hybrid meeting.
Okay.
And so we're able to meet by Zoom or in person at this beautiful facility. And so our Toastmastering continues. And so right now we're meeting on the first and third Wednesday of every month from 7 to 8 p.m. So we get that all done in 1 hour, typically
Wow.
2 speakers and then some impromptu speaking and evaluation. And then we're able to stay on afterwards or local, stay live, and be able to visit. So it's been really helpful for veterans that are transitioning and considering their next step, learning to speak civilian, and as well as people that are already on the job or even interviewing for new jobs. So I encourage everybody to find us on Facebook. It's EQ Leadership Toastmasters, and get more information and at least come and visit. Guests are always welcome, and it's nice to show up somewhere where they're really glad to see you, like at the center.
And I'm going to emphasize that you can come as a guest. It's like 2 times or 3 times or something.
We generally don't kick people out.
Okay, but to actually just come and find out what it's all about. As Diane said, you'll be very welcomed, and There's nothing to be concerned about, afraid about, whatever. You don't have to get up and speak the first time you're there if you don't want to, other than to introduce yourself, of course.
Right.
And I'm also very proud to say that the Wisconsin Veterans Chamber of Commerce is co-sponsoring the Toastmasters group because they see the value of helping people to be better communicators when someone is owning a business or getting back into the business world after being in the military. So it's a great place. Come on down.
Thank you. And because we have a special emphasis on emotional intelligence, we plan carefully to have a fun meeting as well as something educational. Our last meeting theme was tolerance. So everybody needs more tolerance, right? The world needs more tolerance, and this is a place where they can get it, where we can continue to get it. And then to make it educational, we have a word of the day, and so our word of the day was forbearance. So we make it fun and mix it up. So come on out and find out for yourself.
Toastmasters is worth your time and energy, and it's also a great community of people.
Thank you. And very affordable. You won't find cheaper.
Very
training.
inexpensive.
No. All right. Well, thanks for joining another episode of Warrior Wisdom and Wellness. And thank you, Patricia, for making time for us today. And thank you for continuing to be our sponsor, original sponsor. Thank you.